the 16th episode of Shire Talk. My name is Corey Blake. Let's go. This week's episode, we revisit CC Babcock. You might remember them from our earlier episodes, but they have opened up stage 2, and luckily enough for us, we get to sit down with the masterminds behind this great restaurant, and of course, our Shire Talk question of the week. Here with Harry and Anthony. How are we, boys?
Good, very good.
Good. So you are 2 or 3 the owners of this great restaurant, which is CC Babcock. Now, we touched base with you guys a little bit earlier and we featured your, basically, I like to call it part 1, which is next door. A lot of people think that it's the same thing, you just sit down, but it's completely different, isn't it?
Completely different. We sort of designed, we wanted to have something that was open to the general public, that people just wanted to come and grab a quick bite to either take home or take down to the beach. And then this, we wanted to be like a real something different and something inspiring for people to come out to and enjoy a nice meal.
Shared meal, yeah.
So the food here is just like the quality of it, I think, is what people really need to get, that how different it is from next door. Like, it's not even close.
We started with, an idea of what we wanted, and then we met Josh Davidson from the Apollo, who's the ex-head chef. Yeah, we sat down with him and started putting things together, and this is the result.
So who was the designer again on this?
Tom, Mark, Henry. There are actually a few girls. We gave them a layout of what we wanted, because we knew the way we wanted things to flow. Yeah. And then they came up with the concepts as the look and the colour and furniture and all that sort of
stuff. It, as we went along.
I always like to think, stories behind names and all that type of thing. Where the heck did CC Babcock come from? Because so is there a story behind it?
Harry's crush. No.
Right.
Back in the day. No, we there was a lot of messaging going back and forth. We'd sort of had a conversation about the old TV show from The Nanny.
Right. And we had a friend that reminded us of her.
Right.
So we started talking about her for some reason one night when we had a few beers, and it just led to the name.
Funny. It was just a 6-pack and a few laughs, and then
pretty
here
much.
we are.
A lot of
more
messages.
Than a 6-pack,
So we touched on a little bit earlier that you guys know basically what the community is, and you're very involved with it, but you're also going to start working in charity nights, yeah?
Yeah, so when we started this place, we really wanted to do something to give back as well. What we wanted to do here was do an evening at the end of every month.
Yep.
So every Wednesday, last Wednesday of every month, we're going to do an ingredients night where we choose an ingredient.
Right.
And we write a whole new menu, and every single dish that comes out, including a cocktail, in that night will have that ingredient in it.
Yeah, okay.
And we're also going to team up with a charity on the same evenings.
Yep.
So every month will be a new charity.
Yep.
We want to pick a charity that is a local charity or a GoFundMe page that's local. So the first one is the Lance Thompson Foundation. They're doing a fundraiser for Lance Thompson's children. So on the 27th of February was our first one on the Wednesday night. And we're going to donate 10% of whatever we take that night to Lance's children. So
And people who might not know, Lance Thompson, very famous rugby player that played for the Dragons and the Sharks, sadly passed away last year.
October,
He definitely is a local hero around this area, looking after his family. So and the one thing that I really like is every time I'm here, well, obviously we're mentioning that one of you 3 are always going to be here, and you're taking the time to chat to people at each table.
If you take care of your locals, they'll take care of you, and we feel the way to do that is humble ourselves and be here and
big time.
Yeah, I think it's the longevity of a good business is word of mouth rather than
especially in Cronulla. Like Cronulla is an area that everybody knows each other.
Yeah.
And I think once you have established yourself and people respect what you're doing, then they know that if they come to one of your venues that it's going to be good quality.
My first business down here was with my father, the Nuns Pool, which is an institution in Cronulla alone. Started by Harry's family.
Right.
So we started it,
Fun fact, I didn't know that.
That's how we sort of met. I took over that and then had to meet
the boys. Some advice and I gave it to him.
What are some things that we should jump out at on the menu?
One of my favourite things is the short rib. We smoke that. We've got a smoker in the back.
Okay.
So we smoke that dish, and it's a beef short rib. So it's about 200 grams of meat, and it just completely falls off the bone. It's absolutely delicious. The other big thing is the cauliflower head. Now most of our dishes are gluten free, and we've designed it so there's a lot of vegetarian options as well.
Yeah, very French.
And vegan dishes as well. Everything is to share. So this is a nice one for vegetarians or people that don't want to eat so much meat, where they can share a whole head of cauliflower and put put a few little sides with it as well.
I was so surprised the first time I had that on how filling it was. And cocktails, fantastic menu there.
Everything we've given a little bit of free rein to the staff as well to kind of make it their own, put their own personality in. So the bar menu was set up originally by my brother, who is general manager at Mississippi, and then the bartender we hired for here, our head bartender Owen, has sort of added in his own little bits and pieces.
Yeah, so this one, we're open here Wednesdays to Sundays. Lunch and dinner.
Yeah.
And we've got next doors open
7 days from 11 till 8:30.
All right, well, boys, I'm going to cheers this in because that was
thank you.
Good little chat, boys, and let's get stuck into this food too.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Now time for Shire Talk's Question of the Week. Australia Day is coming up, and here comes that argument every year. Should we change the date or not? Comment below and let us know. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page, like our Facebook and Instagram page, and on behalf of Shire Talk to you, happy Australia Day, and we'll see you next week.